Now, before we go, stargazers have been treated to a rare annular solar eclipse. Now, that's when the moon covers the sun, but not completely, leaving a distinctive reddish ring. It was only visible in parts of the southern hemisphere, like Easter Island, where these images were taken.
That picture is stunning. Tell me there's some of that on the way.
There certainly is, Naga. Good morning, everyone. Today is going to be much drier for most of us than it has been. There are still one or two showers likely in parts of the southeast, but nowhere near as many as we have seen.
Carol's there with a lovely morning picture. Carol, where is that? Tell me that's today somewhere.
It certainly is, Charlie. It's St Leonard's-on-Sea, and you can see a beautiful sunrise, but you can also see quite a bit of cloud around. So it's not as cold here as it is where we've got the clear skies. For example, temperatures last night in Braemar fell away to -3. Good morning.
That was quite a hug, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Will mean a lot.
Do you know who's a good hugger? Yeah. Very rare occasion you can kind of like, you have to sneak up on her and kind of like enforce it upon you, don't you? No, you don't. No, you're very welcome with your hugs.
I don't know where you were going with that one, Naga.
No, I didn't kind of want to say that. I'd kind of come up to you and hug you when you don't want to hug. You always welcome my hugs.
I always do. You give brilliant hugs, I must say. Good morning, everybody. This morning, we've got some mist and fog to watch out for first thing, especially across Scotland and northern England, although you can see here in North Tyneside, it's a rather nice start to the day. There is some cloud around, but a beautiful sunrise.
Should we take a look at what's going on outside our studio? Because didn't you say you'd spotted some sunshine?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
that's
a rather
beautiful,
if a little chilly morning.
Well, look, with the sun reflecting off that spider's web, I like that.
I like it best
Sun
when you
flare.
actually see the spider as well, because occasionally the spider makes an appearance, doesn't it, Carol? We like that.
You're not going to be disappointed if you see Carol instead. He didn't answer. He didn't answer to Carol.
I know, there was a long pause there, Naga. Good morning, everybody. Charlie isn't wrong, though. It is a chilly start to the day. In fact, we've just had the coldest night so far this autumn. Temperatures in Braemar fell away to -4.1, so a frosty start for you. We've also got some mist and fog around this morning under clear skies, especially across parts of Scotland and northern England, but there's a lot of clear skies around this morning. Some beautiful sunrises.
The stamps from the Royal Mail feature some of the band's most popular album covers. Aha! I thought I recognised some of those.
No, it's The Who. It's not Aha. Hello, Carol.
That went down well, Naga.
Went down a treat, didn't it?
It was tumbleweedy, wasn't it? Have you got any tumbleweed in the forecast, Carol?
It wasn't, though, because Carol was chuckling away. All I could see was Carol outside, I literally corpsing. She found it very funny.
And Charlie's reaction to
It was very, very funny. It's the way we roll.
It's all in the timing.
Oh, beat
It's all
that,
in the
Carol.
timing.
All right. Beat that, Carol.
I can't, Naga. Good morning, everybody. This morning, it is a lovely start to the day across many parts of the country. You can see beautiful blue skies in Cornwall, beautiful blue skies in South Lanarkshire as well. But it's chilly. If you haven't yet ventured out, these are the temperatures in the last hour.
Hi there, Lewis. Doesn't this picture behind me say autumn? At this time of year, yes, when we get those clear skies, the temperatures fall away and the mist and fog form. This was Highland earlier on this morning, and it certainly was a chilly start in Scotland. Lowest autumn morning so far. It's very early in the season, I know, but -4 first thing this morning. It's autumn, morning of mist and mellow fruitfulness. It looks lovely, doesn't it? But it was a chilly start this morning. Coldest autumn morning that we've seen so far. In fact, we haven't had temperatures like this since last April. So -4 in Braemar first thing this morning, all courtesy of this area of high pressure. It's producing some beautiful sunshine, so we can't really complain about it. And yes, it's going to continue for another day at least.
Hello there, good evening. We've got a couple of bright days to come, I should think. We've got high pressure dominating
What a beautiful image.
Isn't it lovely, Sophie? Yeah. Chilly though, like it was this morning. That's going to be the case tomorrow morning as well for England and Wales. Good evening to you. Yes, a cold start across Scotland. We had -4 Celsius in Braemar this morning. For England and Wales and eastern Scotland, it's going to be a chilly start tomorrow.
Steph, I have to say, it was very nice not to have to get an umbrella and my wellies for the school run this morning. Is October going to be better than September, do we think?
Oh, I don't know for the whole month, but certainly it's been OK for the last couple of days. But looks like the rain's returning next week, though. And we could even see the remnants of an ex-hurricane as well. So just to rub it in, I'm sorry there, Victoria. Tomorrow's looking pretty good, though, actually. We had a bit of cloud around across the southeast today. You just noticed there into the Thames estuary. It was streaming across the London area, and the rest of the country actually had quite a bit of sunshine around. So these were the sorts of skies we saw across the city centre through most of the day. The sun did peak out at times.
Good evening. Well, after a chilly start today, we all got the long-awaited sunshine we've been craving after such a wet September. This was Staffordshire a little earlier on, but it was a fairly familiar story right across the country.
And I'm at RHS Wisley with a look at what plants they recommend for your garden this autumn. I'll also reveal what day it might be best to plant them this weekend. And I'll have some autumn gardening tips from the RHS, plus a look at when the rain arrives this weekend. All that in the national forecast.
Alex over at RHS Wisley in Surrey, and you've got some timely tips for gardeners for this time of year, don't you?
Good evening, Starling, and to everyone at home. Yes, I certainly do. Well, I don't, but I've got an expert I'm going to introduce you to in just a second. But I can, well, say that it has been pretty drab through September, and we're into October now. Yes, we've got a bit of settled weather with us at the moment, but all the rainfall that we've had have made the gardens quite drab, and it's this time of year when things can look a little bit down. So why not spruce up your garden with a bit of autumn colour? I'm not talking about the leaves changing just yet, but things that you can actually plant. And we came here to RHS Wisley earlier today to get some inspiration. There's certainly lots of colour here at the moment. The gardens are still very well manicured and they're getting geared up really for autumn at the moment. And when we got here earlier, I was hoping to bump into one of the gardeners, but I actually lucked out and bumped into the chief horticulturalist for the RHS as a whole. And here's what he had to say.
Well, if you want colour at this time of year, the very best plants are the Michaelmas daisies. And that covers a number of daisy family plants that flower in the autumn with a lot of purples and also some whites and pinks. Other good plants are chrysanthemums. Some chrysanthemums are hardy and will last outside all year. So although it's the back end of summer and most of the flowers are finished, there's still some autumn performers that are really worth growing.
Well, if you are inspired and you think of planting some autumn plants at the weekend, Saturday would be the day to do it. Sunday, conditions are going downhill. Well, as we head through the next few days, it certainly is going to be changing. As I say, going into tomorrow, still plenty of dry weather across much of the British Isles, but it will be Sunday and Monday when things turn quite wet and windy as that low pressure moves in. Well, that's the way it is looking this Thursday evening. As I say, tomorrow not looking too bad, but the weekend, it's a shame, but things are going downhill and feeling very autumnal indeed, Charlene.